The Illinois State Police is a unique agency. We're about 100 years old, and as we're moving into our second century, we're moving away from a history of traffic enforcement more to a greater focus on trafficking enforcement. And you can see the evolution from 8 guys on motorcycles starting back over 100 years ago to now where we are today, where there's a greater and greater focus on going after the most dangerous individuals that are committing drug trafficking, gun trafficking, and human trafficking. Our primary mission is to seek justice and to protect public safety. And our focus when we do that is on the greatest threats to public safety. Gun violence is a tremendous challenge. The deaths from fentanyl and other illicit drugs that are being trafficked into the state of Illinois. Human trafficking is a growing challenge. And all those streams of guns, drugs, human trafficking coming into the state of Illinois, moving across our interstates into our communities, those are challenges that the Illinois State Police are uniquely positioned to be able to confront.
Increased patrols has reduced the crime rate because we have the resources. We have patrol cars to deter crime. We all collaborate together, patrol, investigations, crime scene. We all work together because we all have the main goal, the main focus, which is to deter gun and drug trafficking in the area. Air operations for Illinois State Police is highly beneficial. They can see things in the air that we cannot see on the ground. They also make pursuits safer, and we collaborate together through radio communication to apprehend violent offenders.
The Illinois State Police is uniquely positioned to combat trafficking based on our location in the Midwest. Using intelligence-based investigations, our partnerships and resources across the country, the ISP remains on the front lines of combating trafficking. Metropolitan Enforcement Groups, also known as MEGs, and task forces are a collaboration of Illinois State Police and local police agency personnel that team up to attack high-level drug distribution, guns, gangs, and human trafficking. We utilize several state and federal agencies along with community and healthcare organizations. Deflection is an option for low-level offenders prior to being introduced into the criminal justice system. Our partnerships with TASK, Treatment Alternatives for Safer Communities, and the Department of Human Services allows MEGs and task forces the opportunity to align these lower-level offenders who aren't the targets of our investigation with resources such as inpatient or outpatient treatment for substance use disorder or emergency housing if needed. Having these resources allows us the opportunity to pursue the higher level drug trafficking organizations and local distributors.
The Public Safety Enforcement Group, also known as PSEG, is a joint effort between the Illinois State Police and the East St. Louis Police Department to investigate and combat violent crime in the city of East St. Louis.
The Public Safety Enforcement Group has impacted our community by building trust in our community, and then now we see crimes that have been long overlooked are now being solved, and that is making a great impact on the community. Building a relationship with the community is important for policing because it helps to build trust, and when trust is built, witnesses feel more comfortable coming forward, and therefore crimes are being solved in our community.
What I'm most passionate about with PSEG is the interactions that my unit has with the citizens, specifically the youth of East St. Louis. We do a lot of community engagement events where we're interacting with the kids. For them to see us in uniform or see us out in the public and see that we're good people and trying to get those youth on the right track is what really inspires me in the job that I'm in right now.
People want to live in safe communities, and the reason that they don't say anything sometimes is because I don't trust who I have to deliver the message to. Trust is ultimate key to crimes being solved in our community, and now that trust is being restored.
The demands of the public for public safety are going to continue to evolve as society evolves, and therefore law enforcement also has to evolve. But one thing that remains the same is that the public expects us to go after these most dangerous individuals that are killing people, whether it's from gun violence, whether it's from drug overdoses, whether it's from exploitation of children through human trafficking. The public expects us to continue to go after those dangerous individuals, and that's how we've changed, by making sure we're focused on those most dangerous threats. I think what's amazing to see is how the men and women of the Illinois State Police are using their core historic values to move this agency into the future. The things that are best and brightest and most optimistic and hopeful about the Illinois State Police, they have always been there. And those are the things that we're building a foundation on for the future, those core values of integrity, service, and pride.